Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. It is the first Monday of 2020, January 4th, 2021, and you are here for another Mondays with Mo. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Confetti Collective. We are a digital media platform for women, women just like you, who have a desire to take ownership, take responsibility, and take up more space in their lives. We believe that confidence is a fundamental building block to a big, beautiful life, and everything that we do here at the Confetti Collective is in alignment with that conversation. I am Mo James, confidence strategist and founder of the Confetti Collective, and I'm here to talk to you today about whether 2021 is going to be a reset for you or a reset. Reset or reset. This is going to be interesting, and I promise it's not going to take long, so stick around, okay? Now, this conversation kind of was inspired by just my process. I don't know about you, but I took some time off, just some quiet reflection time. I actually kind of start my reflecting time the last quarter of the year. And by the last week of the year, I am just like ready. I got notes and I'm, writing and been journaling and all of these things. And this conversation, this kind of culminated in a conversation that I had a couple of days ago with a spiritual leader just about the new year prep and process, right? So I was asked twice over the holidays, and you all let me know if you resonate with this. So, had two different conversations about what my family was going to be eating for the holidays. And when I say holidays, I mean Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. And I shared with both people that I didn't want any holiday food. Like, I didn't want to eat anything that felt like the holidays because I just wasn't even in the mode. I wasn't even in that vibe. I wasn't even there, you know? And the second time I had this conversation, I shared with the person that at this point, after everything that 2020 had thrown at me and us and the world and just everything that had happened, for me kind of defaulting or going into autopilot with eating traditional holiday meals felt like going backwards. I felt like I couldn't have come through everything that 2020 threw at me to remain unchanged. And because that was the way I felt, it didn't make sense to me to to do anything the way that I had always done it. And I chose to start with not even eating the traditional holiday meals. I didn't even want that. Now, for a lot of people, the traditional holiday meals was a small way of really just kind of creating a sense of familiarity in a very turbulent year. And I get that. I'm just talking about what made sense for me. So we were talking just about everything that was going on. I've been purging and doing a lot of things and talking about how I wanted to reset. So everything that I'd been doing was in the vein of resetting. And the person that I was speaking to said, "Well, I don't want to reset anything because that's just going back to the way that things were." And I said, "No, it isn't." This is interesting. I said, "No, it isn't. Resetting means, in my mind, I'm resetting to set things anew, which is the core idea behind this conversation. So when I say reset or reset, I'm referring to the two diametrically opposing definitions of this word, and the emphasis that you place, where you place the emphasis really dictates the meaning that you get. So in Mr. Webster's, reset means to set again, and reset means to fix in a new or different way. So here we are. It's just stepping into the door of this new year. And I want you to ask yourself, what will 2021 signify for you? Will this year be a chance for you to set things again? Right? Meaning to set it in the same location or environment as it was before, or Will this be a chance for you to set things, to fix things in a new or different way? What is it going to be for you? Only you can answer that question. And that's the beautiful thing about this conversation is the answers are going to differ for a variety of reasons, and that's okay. But what I want is what I would invite you to do is to give yourself the space to ask and answer the question. What is it going to signify for you? Only you can know if this will be the year that you set that 2020 energy in place again, or if you fix, create your atmosphere, create the environment to be completely different so that you have a different experience. I was talking to somebody over the weekend, just talking about how I've been going through this purge, and I said, I for me, reset means to set things in a new way, in a different way. I'm trying to create different results, and a part of my process has been to purge and to reorganize and just to restructure everything in my life, including my relationships, my office, my everything. And I said that because I said I have an expectation of 2021 to bring me greater, and I won't be able to meet that expectation if I'm bogged down with clutter. So for me, reset means to arrange, to fix differently, to create something new. But that might not be the case for you, and like I said, don't skip the opportunity to get clear on what that means, and then you align your actions with that. So allow yourself, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get out of here. Allow yourself to figure out which one, reset or reset, which one is going to make the most sense for you. And then what I want you to do is to be okay with being misunderstood as you move in the direction of that thing. Because here's what happens a lot, right? We start the new year with this big energy to change the world and to do all of these great things. And we start to take those baby steps, and then we get pushback, because status quo does not go gently into the good night. Status quo fights hard to stay in place and fights hard to maintain position. So when you do things that are contrary to the status quo, naturally, status quo is going to bite back. And usually, what happens when we get that pushback, when we get that conflict, we relent and we say, I didn't need that thing anyway. I'm just going to be comfortable, just, where it is. What I want you to do in this new year, with this new energy that you are bringing, is to be okay with everybody not understanding what you're doing. Be okay with people having something contrary to say. As a matter of fact, I want you to expect it, because oftentimes when you are getting yourself into alignment where you need to be, it is going to buck the trends. You are going to be swimming in the opposite direction. You are going to be doing things differently, and that's okay. You don't owe explanations to anybody. You don't have to justify anything that you're doing, because if you've done the work up front, then you know that the moves that you are making are putting you exactly where you need to be. And all you can do is to keep moving in that direction and give everybody else an opportunity. Give them the room and the space to catch up with you. So that is the message that I want to share with you all on this first Monday of this brand new year. I hope so far your year has been amazing, and I hope that it continues to be. I also hope that you will have the courage and the resilience to go through the process and know that it's worth it. It's going to be unfamiliar, it's going to be scary, you're not going to know what to expect and all the things. And yet, it is still worth it. So be willing to go through the process. get clear on what this year is going to represent for you, and then just choose to align everything that is within your power to control in that direction. So I'm looking forward to having more conversations like this with you. We are working on some pretty nice things that I will be talking to you about more in the coming days and weeks, because I just I just refuse to accept that we stand here having come through everything that 2020 threw at us, and we are the same person. We did not go through all of that to remain unchanged. And my goal, my hope, my mission in this year is to support more women moving through that process of recognizing how she has been changed. Because once you recognize it, then you can align your life in that direction. I am all about alignment this year, you all. So I'm excited just for everything else that this year is going to bring. I'm excited. And we only 4 days in, and I am excited. Okay. So again, reset or reset. You know, only you can know. I encourage you to get clear. I invite you to get clear. Figure that out. And then let's talk about how we're going to position ourselves to stay in alignment with that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you are not already a follower of the Confetti Collective, I invite you to do so. We have conversations like this. I have conversations like this with you on a weekly basis, talking about these things that real women that are on our journeys of growth and evolution and changing and evolving and becoming better and having a juice. Like, I want to have a juicy life. Like, I want my life to be so juicy and overflowing and abundant and moisturized and shiny and bright. I want all of those things for myself, and I want it for you too. So let's do this. So I will catch you all later. Bye.